Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Man, Meth, and Magic. And for today's video, for the first time, we're going to do a reaction to a new movie that's coming out later this year in August called Insidious, Out of the Further. We're going to do a reaction to the trailer that just came out maybe a month ago. Um, for starters, I haven't seen the last movies that came out. I only seen the very first one. So, and my memory of the first one is a little shaky. The most that I remember from the first movie was that the son, I think he had some type of ability to where he can go into this other dimension, and the father was able to go in and go after him and save him. But in this other dimension, it was all these spirits and things like that. So that I think that was the setup with the first movie. But it's been so long since I done seen that, so I may have to double back and watch the whole series from the beginning, just so I can catch up and see what's going on. Because I think it was about at least you had the first one, and then I think it's maybe two or three other ones, and then including this one. So there's a couple of movies. You know, they done built a pretty good franchise, I think. And I know these movies are good. The first one I thought was really good. I thought the story was good because the way that I thought about the movie, this other dimension, I always, for some reason, thought of it like the astral world. That this boy or these people have this ability to go into this concept called the astral world. But the way that they do it is, instead of it just being like spirits and, you know, seeing your family members and things like that, it's like, no, it ain't nothing but evil spirits there. You know, demonic beings that's just gonna come and snatch you away and take over your body. Some crazy stuff. You know, so I don't know if that's the same thing with this movie that's coming out now. I'm pretty sure it is. But we're gonna get into this trailer and I'm gonna quit talking. Let's go. Alright, you at the
How are you doing
dentist?
today?
It's already
All right.
scary.
Just gonna take a
This
look
man,
inside.
man, his mouth look nasty.
Looks like there's something stuck in here.
Look, that noise, man. That noise with that set of teeth, the extra set of teeth. Yeah, it puts a little energy in your back. Yeah. But that's crazy. Like I don't really know what's going on in this movie right now. Like what I can assume based off of what I've seen so far is just like this lady. She's for some reason she's able to interact with I guess spirits for the lack of better words. You know, in the real world. You know, and I don't know how. I don't really know how because, like I said, I don't really know what happened in the last movies. Like I really don't. So, but I'm pretty sure though once I catch up, I understand everything. So I'm gonna keep watching. Okay. All right. So look right there, that little sequence. She's performing dental work on this guy's teeth. Some crazy shit happened in his mouth. She falls back, and all of a sudden she just gets transported to some other place. You know, and it's like how, why? You know, a lot of questions come up. So a lot of questions come up like how can you just automatically just get transported somewhere else? You know, I'm pretty sure they're gonna explain all that. And this is creepy too, man. You got some weird guy. He doesn't look alive. I'll tell you right now, he looks like a demon. He has that penguin. You ever watched I forget what Batman it was, where you had the penguin. He had this pasty look. He looked scary. And this what this guy with this drill in his hand looks like. His hands look nasty. His outfit look dirty. And you can't really see his face, but you can kind of see like his chin and a little bit of his mouth. He just looks like a disgusting person. And she wakes up, so it must have been a dream or something.
Dad, ever since she was born, it's been just the two of us.
Single mom
We
in
were
a
really
normal
happy.
world.
Had some sleep. until I started having these dreams.
Yeah, see, she has dreams. Okay, alright, that's some weird shit, bro. Like, anytime you just chilling, you taking care of your daughter, you at the house, you put her to bed, it's kind of like maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and you just start hearing footsteps, bro. You got to get the fuck out of the house. You got to get out, man. Like, what is going on?
Maya?
Yeah,
I'm scaring my daughter.
yeah.
I need someone to tell me how to stop this.
She tripping. Okay. What's crazy about this, man? I'm assuming this sequence right here with the friend, like they already had the setup ready. It's like some Inception shit. You know how they pull out the device and everything. They already know what to do. So, and maybe this lady, this girl, she's from another movie. I have to assume that because it makes no sense for her to just know, bring out a timer, pull out the straight jacket. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they know what they're doing. And the lady, the main character, she just happens to know who to go to solve her problem.
Those are not dreams, Gemma.
I remember her. She was in the first movie. And you can pretty much assume, like I said, I haven't seen the last few movies, but and I don't know if she survived in that first movie. I can't remember, but I feel like she didn't survive in that first movie. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I feel like there was something at the end of that first movie with this lady because she was into some shit too, like being able to access, not access, but being able to, I forget what they call them. Like she was holding like a seance or something, being able to see into the other world, almost like the Others movie where you had these people that was able to tap into the other world and talk to the spirits. She was like that kind, like a medium. That's the word. She was a medium. But in this movie though, it seems like she's not living herself, and she herself may be a spirit, and they channeling her. The friend, this girl in the straitjacket must have channeled this lady. Why this lady? How this lady? I have no idea. But I could pretty much assume that she's dead because there's a mirror, so the reflection with this lady in the mirror can tell you pretty much she's dead.
You have a rare gift. The ability to travel into the realm.
All right, let me go back.
Not dreams, Gemma. You have a rare gift.
This door right here, like first, before we get into the door, let's talk about this gift thing. So she has a gift. It's a rare gift. I'm assuming the boy in the first movie had the same kind of gift. And so I would look at it like, what's the movie? You had these people that had these gifts. They was able to see dead people or whatever. I'm assuming this is the similar string that's playing. And she has this ability where she can see spirits and stuff, or interact with spirits in this other world, or travel to this other world and see them. But now you have this red door, which seems to be inside of her house, in her closet. I don't know what's up with this red door, but the color red tells you a lot by itself. It seems as a door you don't want to enter, nor be trapped into if you get inside of it. And it seems like once you open that door, you're gonna bring something back with you. And I think that was the case with the first movie. Is if you go into this other world and then you come back, I don't know if it was like a time thing where it's like the longer you stay there, the more likely it is that you would bring something back with you. But I think that was the case with the first movie. Something came back with the guy when he was trying to save his son. But in this movie, there isn't, I don't think the daughter is like trapped or anything. The situation is clear. This girl, she has the ability to go inside of this other dimension. Now, what use would this ability have? I really don't know. I don't really think I wouldn't even call it a gift. Because what good is it to go into this other world if nothing but evil spirits occupy it? You feel me?
The ability to travel into the realm between this world.
Now you can pretty much see like this seems like the guy that she was working on in the earlier part of the trailer. Yeah, you could tell these are evil spirits. They just look dead, and I don't know what else. They just don't look like live people. But why? But it's crazy. And maybe if the daughter clearly, it seems the daughter is clearly looking at them, and they're clearly looking at the daughter. But the mother, for some reason, she seems to be oblivious. For some reason, just in this scene, because clearly in the other scene she saw something as well, but in this particular scene, you're not able to see these three girls. I mean, it's these three demons looking at your daughter, but your daughter can. Come on now.
Then the next one. But you can do something I didn't know was possible. You can bring demons back to the human world permanently.
Okay. Now that's a revelation right there. So she has this ability to not only go into this other world, which doesn't seem like a pleasant world to be in. Not only does she have that ability, she also has a second ability that can bring back demons with her. So, like I said, I really wouldn't call this gift a gift. I would call it a curse. Because what utility? It's almost like a superpower. Like what power, what use would you get out of this? It don't make no sense at all. Like I said, that's why I look at it like a curse. Clearly. Now,
What
how do you?
happens if I can't control this?
How do you get rid of them? That was my next question, and I'll also say, because she has this ability, and she just says, "How do I control it?" Or what if she can't control it? So it's almost like that Jean Grey type of thing where she has this power, and she has this powerful power that she doesn't have control over. So like when I think back at the beginning of the trailer, how she just got transported into this other dimension, it's like she can almost go into this dimension at will, which is pretty scary. If you can't control something like that, you sleeping, you out walking your dog, you out whatever you doing, and something just scares you or startle you or whatnot, and boom, you in this other dimension, and you got 6 or 7 demons looking you at your face. Like, yeah, I really wouldn't want that power at all. I would definitely, if I can't get rid of it, yo, show me what I need to do to control it, because yeah, this can't be happening, especially not around my kids. Yeah. Now see, what's up with this red door, man? Like it clearly means this is the door to the other realm. But when you factor in the girl, the lady, it seems that she can go into this other world. So I would look at it like this: she can't control it, so she probably can't just automatically do it. So that's why this door keeps popping up, and I'm assuming this is the door that can lead you to the other dimension. I'm assuming there's multiple ways to go, but in this movie, because they keep showing this door has to be that way to the other dimension. And I'm assuming she needs to, for some reason, she needs to go to this other world. Because why they keep showing this door and they keep showing her around this door, so it's like she may need to go into it for some reason. I don't know what the point is, but I'm assuming she'll have to go. Not a lady. She keeps showing up. Like,
What happens if I can't control this?
yeah, that must. I don't know what that is. Clearly, that's a demon. Wait to get to the lady. Look, they got a whole town full of demons, bro. What the fuck? And they all seem to be targeting the girl because she can clearly see them. And it makes me wonder, can anybody else see them? I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. But that's interesting though, because it's like maybe they want the girl. Cause they only show for this is the cool thing. The demons, they show up, but it seems like, well, no, I can't say that because I was gonna say they only show up when the girl is around, the little girl, so it make it seem like they want the little girl. But it was other occasions where the woman saw them. So I guess at different times, there's different events. One of them can see him, one of them not seeing them for some reason, probably occupied, thinking about some other stuff. But in this case, you got a dinner table full of demons looking at this girl as she's inside of her room or upstairs, looking outside the window and probably frightened out of her mind. Yeah, this looks like the ending, I would say. But I wanna understand something. This woman, I feel like she's dead. And this is my thought about this woman. I feel like she's dead, and the way that she's able to be inside of the movie is because she's on the other side. So she's probably doing something on the other side. What she's doing, I don't know, but she clearly can't be alive. Or I take that back, because she has the ability, the girl has the ability to bring back, I'm not going to say demons, I'm just going to say spirits. She has the ability to bring back spirits with her. So that must mean there's not just evil spirits that occupy this other world. There's people like her that probably is in that other world, and she can bring her back. So maybe that's what's going on. She brought her back. That's a possibility, I think. Because you would have to wonder, like, this world can't just be all occupied by evil spirits. Like, come on now. Like, some good things have to be over there. Yeah, this scene I thought was one of the spookiest of this trailer, man. You had this what's the girl from the Batman series? This Harley Quinn looking ass girl with this shotgun in her hand. And you got clearly somebody in the driver's seat that doesn't even know she's there. Yeah, this movie gonna be loud. I could tell, man. That's why I want to go watch the very beginning, man, and catch up. Yeah, she ready to do some
Maya?
damage.
Maya?
See, your first mistake, soon as you went inside of this box and you seen that it seemed like it was an endless tunnel, that was your first indication to back the fuck out. Cause you don't know what's in there. And then you can't see. It's supposed to be a box inside of your house. Playing tricks. This is what they call a paradox in Inception. These creatures, man, they be doing some wicked stuff, man. And once she's in there, she's like trapped. See, this is what I imagine is she can't control her ability, so anywhere at any time she can be transported into this other dimension. And I'm assuming that's where she's at right now. She's in this other dimension. And soon as she go there and then she comes back, she brings another demon with her. Oh man, that's a crazy ability, dog. A crazy ability. Can you imagine? Yeah, get the fuck out of there. That nigga look like Joker. You trapped, baby. Oh shit. Yeah, oh man, I can't wait for this to come out. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good movie, man. Yeah, I gotta catch up though for real, cause I remember bits and pieces of the first movie, and I always thought it was like interesting because of that concept of this other dimension, and I always tied it to the astral world. Like they played with that idea, that you can get trapped there or you can travel there, and there's spirits on the other end. I thought that was I won't say a cool concept or nothing like that, but I always thought that was a different way to tell a horror movie or a horror story. Instead of just creatures, or something evil, or whatever. It's like it's something extra to it, So and then now it's about this girl. She has this ability, and it make you wonder like what is she gonna do with it? Because on the face of it, on paper, it doesn't seem like a good ability at all. So it's like, well, what good? Like when you watch this movie, the question I would wonder is, out of all the things, out of all the questions that would come up, I would want to know, what is the point of her having this ability? Because if you can get transported into another world that doesn't seem to be good at all, it's just nothing but evil spirits there, things that want to take over your body, or some crazy stuff, and then you can't control it. And not only you can't control it, when you go there and come back, you bring in something else with you. Like, oh my God, like that's some crazy, crazy, crazy shit, man. But that's what make it interesting, because I want to know what they're gonna do with it. Because I feel like the first movie, the boy had a similar ability. I forget what movie it was. It was one of those movies where you had it was several like these immortal type of beings. I think it was called Sandman or something like that. I know that's not the title. I'm getting it wrong, but it was about these beings, or not. They would steal people's souls so they can live for a long, long time or whatnot. And you had this girl. It was a black girl, and she was the one that had this ability to detect them. But not only detect them, she can manipulate them. She can interact with ghosts or spirits and things like that. So and that was like this shining ability. There was another guy. I forget his name, but it was the white guy. Uh, he played in the movie The Island. I forget his name, but he was in that movie and he had a similar ability. But it didn't seem like an ability that was worth having. Just like in this movie, this girl, she has this ability that she can't control. And it's like, well, what good is that if nothing but evil is attached to it? So I kind of wonder how they're going to treat that, and what good could she get up out of it. Uh, but that's enough of me talking. I just wanted to do a quick reaction video. The first of this kind on the channel, man, Myth and Magic. Um, I imagine doing a little bit more down the line, and not just reaction videos, but also just anything that's related to horror and horror adjacent. Because that genre is it's a genre that's it's shocking. I like the suspense. I like the thriller. I like all that spooky stuff, and I don't really like too much of it though. Like once it goes a little into weird territory, then I say, all right, that's a little too much for me. But I like movies, that can tell a good story that has a scary element to it. It's interesting. It keeps you on the edge of your seat.